Hello, friend. Welcome to your reading. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Welcome to your reading. I thought it was time to go ahead and put something out here for you guys who have been waiting. It is very hot here in New York as the solar plexus chakra comes out first. And I've been struggling, to be honest, with the heat. But I appreciate you guys bearing with me as I continue to record as I'm able. I was asking what we need to know about the current energy, and the solar plexus was the first chakra to come out. That's all about your self-worth. It's located right above the belly button. I kind of tend to think of it almost where your the two halves of your rib cage come together in that little squishy spot like right above your belly. And it's all about self-esteem and self-worth. And this kind of comes out in ways you might not think. People who struggle with the solar plexus chakra can participate in self-sabotage. They can push people and connections away because they don't feel like they deserve it subconsciously. They can participate in destructive behaviors. So working on the solar plexus, working on self-esteem, and sort of taking note of what you like about yourself and what you do well is going to be really important during this time. We are also coming up on Leo season, which is associated with the solar plexus before too long here. So that is also in the air. Hamza is here as well, which is a symbol of protection, believed to ward off the evil eye and bring good fortune, health, and happiness. I'm not sure why this is coming in, but if you you may want to think about what you carry with you, specifically like on your keychain. Let me see if I can reposition these a little bit better. Or in your purse. You may want to clean out your purse. I feel like that's definitely not straight, but it's also as good as it's gonna get. So, sorry. You may want to think about cleaning out your purse, or like your wallet, or because it's almost like carry things with you that serve you and protect you and make you feel safe, and nothing more. No extra baggage at this time. It's giving like the fool's journey. Like the fool doesn't really carry like a big suitcase on his journey. He's just going and rolling with it with the dog, What else does the collective need to know about the current energy right now? Cancer season, it's definitely an emotional season, but it's almost like, as I say, that the flower of life comes out, which is all about creation. And it's almost like the emotions sort of like water the seeds and actually begin the process of growing the flowers. So if you are feeling a bit more emotional, a bit more anxious, like if you're having a heightened sense of emotion, know that it's for a good reason. And I do feel like it's funny, like I feel like on tarot we'd always talk about being sensitive to what energy belongs to you and what energy belongs to somebody else. And I do feel like these emotions, if they are coming in heavy for you right now, they are your own. They're your own that have been suppressed for a period of time and need to be processed and released. One more card about the current energy, please. One more card about the current energy. One more card about the current energy. Whoop. The root chakra is here as well. If you have it available to you, I would do some grounding work during this time. You can do this either by putting your feet on the earth. You can ground yourself. I actually, personally, I ground myself using water in spiritual baths or spiritual showers. But yeah, there's something about your instinct right now. To trust your instinct, to follow your instinct, to be in touch with almost like your lizard brain. I don't know why it's coming out like that, but it's like, they say like you have like your higher self, and that's like your soul, that's your soul self. You have your mind, which is your ego, and then it's like the one underneath that is like your animal self, like your id, or like your instinct. I don't know if this is like a technical term, but I've heard it called like your reptile brain before, your lizard brain. And it's like there's something about listening to that in particular right now and focusing on finding a level of security within yourself, being yourself. There's a level of security that I feel, or uneasiness right now in you. Maybe it's always been there. And I feel like that's what needs to be worked and healed right now. And you are having some divine assistance with this. This was at the bottom of the deck with this work and getting and feeling more secure within yourself, but also more secure within your relationships. There is something about like not only security within yourself, but also like a secure attachment style is what I just heard. That's interesting. I am going to do one of these self-care cards first. What is one thing that the collective can do to cope or heal with this current energy going on right now, to sort of do their homework, to do what they're supposed to be doing at this time? What's one thing the collective can do? There it is. Set and reach your financial goals to achieve financial stability. Okay, so some of you may have some debts that need to be paid off, or you have been overspending, or maybe you just kind of are stockpiling cash because you have like a fear and like you don't know what to do with it in order for the cash to grow and help you reach your goals. They want you to do this whole financial goals in a way that's almost like it's like building yourself up, but I'm seeing it almost in like a sensual way. Like they want you to like sit down with, you know, with your laptop or whatever, like almost like light candles and like set the mood and like I don't know, maybe have a glass of wine if that's your thing, or like a really good like piece of chocolate, and they want you to like sort of like treat yourself as you do this, and it's almost like a self-care ritual. And look, it's what's on the bottom. Get a reading. Welcome, happy to have ya. Okay, let's go ahead and shift gears into love. What does the collective need to know about their person's energy in general right now? What does the collective need to know about their person's energy in general right now? I feel like they are working on their self-worth as well. It may not be financially, it may be financially, but I do feel like this is for you and also the person on your mind. Show me. What does the collective need to know about their person's energy right now? Expression. Yeah. Talk about lining right up. Self-expression is, and, you know, the communication of who you truly are and creativity, that's all in that solar plexus chakra. I want the whole world to know that you are mine and only mine. Your person is gaining the confidence to express themselves and coming into their own, is what I just heard. It's like they're coming into their own, they're gaining confidence, and I feel like they're healing significant self-worth issues that have been keeping them stuck for a period of time. And for some of you, it's like, I know some of you aren't going to believe me, because sometimes I watch these readings and the reader will say something and I'm like, I mean, are they though? That might not be for me. That might not be my story. But some of them have been stuck for years, kind of in the same cycle. But this divine assistance card came here for a reason. Because the divine is trying to not only grow the flowers, but like, I see like the image of like digging something up by its roots. It's like the issues that have been keeping them stuck in the same cycle over and over again, it's being pulled out by the root. What else does the collective need to know about this progress in their person? I also feel like it's like they're having significant insight into their own patterns, because they're thinking about the good times that they had with you, or possibly making memories with you. And do you see how this person is made of stars? It's like they miss or wish that they could be physically close to you. It's like it feels like there's a missing, they feel like something is missing. They're missing you. The memories we made together forever replay in my mind. Our love is immortal. I think part of the issue is like they felt like they didn't deserve to be with you. And I'm not saying like you're perfect or whatever, but for whatever reason, they felt like it was like they didn't feel like secure enough to, possibly financially, they didn't feel confident enough to do what they needed to do to break the pattern, to get out of the stuck that they've been in for a period of time. Show me more, please. Show me more. They're having this greater insight. And I feel like it's because you have been working really hard on yourself, and you have been systematically leveling up over a period of time. Since the new year, in the last 6 months, you've been leveling up significantly. My 3D eye can never forget what my heart has seen, the true love I feel for you. But they're having this greater insight intuitively, because I feel like your intuition has been being developed and grown over a period of time. You may have even felt this physically with headaches, a sinus infection or dripping of your sinuses. Like general ascension symptoms if you've been sleeping a lot. And it's like this person is having memories of when you guys were spending time together, even if you guys started as friends or if you were best friends for a period of time. But even more than that, they feel like at like the most basic fundamental level, they feel like you understand each other at a level that I feel like I'm like getting emotional as I say this, at a level that I feel like they've not felt understood by anyone else. If there's another party, if there's a third party in your situation, they do not feel understood by that person in the way that you understood them. And you may not have even spent a significant period of time with this person. Like, it may have been a short interaction, or like a few days or a few weeks, but you still immediately could read their energy and understand them in a way that they hadn't felt understood before by people who have known them a long time. And they miss you. They really miss you. I mean, look at this. Hold on. They really miss you. Like, really bad. And I feel like things are coming to a head. I can't, and they're starting to be able to sort things out in a way that they haven't. This black and white card, it's almost like this stays and this goes. Almost like, God, have any of you guys ever watched Hoarders? Anytime I need motivation to clean up, I watch Hoarders. And every time I watch Hoarders, it's like they have a sorting area, and then the person says this stays and this goes. This stays and this goes. And it's like that level with them right now. It's like what can stay and what needs to go. I'll put you here. Even though I don't here, I'll put you here. Fine. Here. This is good. Because whether they want to admit it or not, whether they acknowledge it or not, they love you. Period. Period. Let's just get a couple of oracle messages from this deck that I've been enjoying lately. Ugh. If I can get it without spilling everything everywhere. I've kind of been stocking up on decks, and it's been great because it gives me so many more options, but at the same time, I need to find a better system for keeping them. This is from All Things Intuitive. It's a blend of a couple decks. What is the let's see, becoming a better person. That's right, with that solar plexus chakra. What does the collective need to know? Messages from their person, messages about this connection that they're asking about. Healing. Yeah. Maybe one or two more, please. What does the collective need to know about this relationship? What does the collective need to know about this relationship that they're watching for? Whoa. Children might be important in this partnership. Your person may have children. They may have acted like a child. You and your person may be meant to have children in the future. Yeah, this is what I was singing about at the beginning. Here's the thing. Either way, regardless of if you can surrender in a radical way and accept the current situation exactly as it is, then this process of them becoming a better person is going to happen in its time and not hurt you as badly. And I'm not saying, you know, to go date other people. I'm not, or not. I mean, do what is right for you. But there's something about allowing the process and the energy to flow freely in this connection in particular, allowing this healing to happen in the time that it's meant to. That's the only way is through. I'm not even going to say the only way out is through. I'm saying the only way to go is through. And the only way to move is to allow energetic flow. And to focus on this healing work in yourself as well. Because I do feel like significantly with this, so these are messages from your person, but they're also, if you do have a soul connection with this person, there is a level of mirroring going on. So this is also simultaneously your advice. And I think this is the biggest piece of your advice. I know I'm planning to take that extremely personally. Look at this beautiful piece of angel quartz I picked up. Isn't it stunning? I've been using it on my little miniature oracle deck, and I'm like, I feel like it's charged it up with some really nice energy. Let's go ahead and ask for a couple of oracle cards. Humility. I don't read this little deck in reverse. Honestly, nothing should be in reverse for it, but I feel like there's a couple of cards. And I feel like it does require a level of humility to accept your part, to accept your responsibility. I'm like fixing the cards that are upside down now. To acknowledge that you have some part to play in the work that's being done within the connection. It's not just pointing fingers. When you point one finger at somebody else, there's 3 fingers pointing back at yourself. And this is cheating. Because I saw a meme of somebody making fun of that saying and just going like that instead, so that no fingers were pointing back at themselves. But you have to have some humility. That's part of the journey. The Magician. There's something about, it's like the divine is helping you to manifest without, it's like the tools are all inside you is what I just heard. It's like you don't need any extra stuff. It's like, for me, I know I sometimes light, manifestation candles. Oh, by the way, when we get to 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to go ahead and do this money candle for everyone as a thank you on a sign-up basis. And so please subscribe if you haven't yet. I'd love to have you as a person, and it gets us closer to 1,000 and we can manifest together. But I light candles for my own spiritual practice, and it's like, for me, it's like they almost don't even want me to do that right now, because they're like, no, you're getting assistance, so don't use the extra crap. Just use your mind, use your words, pray, speak. And it's like, I feel like you're like there's something about, if you ground yourself, you're becoming more powerful. Spiritually, in the ethers. Maybe 1 or 2 more of these. Whoa, two just fell out. Oh, wow. You can't make this stuff up. Healer and the Lovers. I mean, I'm not often speechless, but here I am. The divine feminine up levels. And the divine masculine who is connected to her can up-level alongside of her, or basically release and let go. And if that soul tie cannot be cut, as in certain connections, then they'll be forced to elevate. Yeah. There's a lot of love here in this connection, you guys. A lot. I'm going to go ahead and get some messages from your person. What are some messages from the collective's person, please? My life is so empty without you in it. That's what we were talking about earlier with this card, and missing you. I regret pushing you away and I want another chance. I just got like a pain in my stomach. It's like they're kicking themselves. I never believed at love at first sight until I looked deep into your beautiful eyes. I feel like they did catch these really strong feelings the first time they saw you or interacted with you, but it was like, it's that like intuition versus overthinking thing, right? So it's like that was what their soul and their intuition told them, is like that they were magnetized by you. They saw you and it was like, wow, that like they felt pulled, they felt the draw, they felt this intense feeling, and then they immediately retreated from it or pushed it down or ran away from it. It was like, it was almost like doing a U-turn. Show me. But I feel like some of them are acknowledging it now, and some of them still need time to acknowledge it, but they do know that they miss you terribly. You are the only one to set boundaries with me. At first it upset me, but now I know you did it for my own good. Yeah, I feel like this release here that you're meant to do, collective, I feel like that's part of this. And that's part of why they're so magnetized and so nostalgic for you right now. It's that surrender energy. I know I've like only used oracle cards today. Let me shuffle these really quick. I have some Palo Santo incense over here. Just gonna go ahead and cleanse each half of the deck. There's a necessity to, especially during Cancer season, it being a water sign, because I'm realizing I actually have some new subscribers who are not as familiar with, you know, the signs and stuff. If you want more information or me to talk more about anything, go ahead and leave a comment below. I read all the comments, and I'll talk more about you know, what's going on in the sky right now and all of that. I'm happy to do a little bit more of that. What does the collective need to know about how is their person feeling about communication with the collective right now? How is the collective's person feeling about communication with the collective right now? How are they feeling about it? Show me. What's their energy around? Whoa. Wow. They really want to communicate with you. And it's like they have this sort of emotional Queen of Cups. I feel like they view you as the Queen of Cups, but I also feel significantly with all this emotional, nostalgic energy, it's like they have something emotional they want to communicate to you. I feel like it's like they really want to, like I just heard I blew it, like I don't know if you all have had communication from your person, or it's been kind of hot and cold, or it's been kind of wonky, or but like they feel like they have been inadequate in the manner that they communicated with you. Like it wasn't enough, it wasn't the right thing. It's like, again, it's almost like this kind of like kicking themselves energy. What does the collective need to know about any blocks around the connection? What does the collective need to know about any blocks or external energies around the connection? Let me sit up straight. Nothing's coming out. I feel like there's a lack of intimacy with your person. Is keeping distant, if not physically, like if not like taking space and like not talking to them. It's like they're leaving things out of the story. Like they're not saying everything that's going on in their mind, in their heart. Okay. Let's go ahead and get a piece of advice for the collective about the situation. We have general advice up at the top around the energy. Let's go ahead and get some advice around love. I love this deck, this Audacity deck. All right. I'm a little odd, I keep it in the box. Some advice for the collective about their situation with their person. What's a piece of advice for them? What's a piece of advice for the collective? The fiddle leaf fig. One more. One more. If you want to. No, that's it. That's it. The fiddle leaf fig is all about letting go. It's about release. Hold on. Nothing, and I mean nothing, is as futile as the fiddle leaf fig. Give it up. Regardless of your boho woven planter basket, your fiddle leaf fig will die a slow and painful death, leaf by leaf, until you're left with nothing but a crispy stub and an $89 hole in your pocket. Despite your best intentions, strict watering schedule, fertilizer, dutiful misting, and perfectly positioned grow lights, it's not happening. Let it go. Be free of the fig. Find a lower maintenance or plastic plant to satiate your black thumb. I don't necessarily think this means to torch your situation, but I think it means giving up the facade and the illusion that you can control your situation, because the healing is going to happen regardless in divine timing. It's not anything that you can control, so you have to let that go. Have to. One more piece of advice for the collective. One more piece of advice for the collective. One more piece of advice for the collective regarding their romantic situation right now. One more piece of advice for the collective regarding their romantic situation right now. I don't want to say too much, but I will say the piece of advice that is coming to mind based on my own situation is to expect the unexpected. Love beareth all things, believeth all things, hopeth all things, and endureth all things. Yeah, because if it's meant to be, it can survive anything. You can believe it. It can take anything. Hope, love can endure and bear any burden. And hope will live on. Thank you all so much for tuning in today. I hope you enjoyed the reading, and I will see you next time. Bye.